Hello folks, today is day 2 of our Lisbon, Portugal trip. We're going to talk about a few churches we visit, as well as this famous plaza. And then we're going to stop off at a supermarket. I want to welcome you to Travels Are Us. We left our hotel and started walking off looking for a local supermarket. And as we walked there, we found this great plaza. This plaza is known as King Pedro IV Square. And this actually is where most of the interesting places that you need to go if you're going to Portugal will lead you to, because the train station is not that far from here. However, what we did was we went and stopped off at a supermarket called Pingo Doce. And look at the wine selection. They have tons of wine there. So we decided to go and buy some wine. And one of the things we also purchased that it's famous for is the sardines. We bought a few cans of sardines when we were there.
Take all three?
Yeah, I'll take all 3. We'll try them.
And I can grab another one, or that's too many?
No, I'll grab one more. We'll try them all. Now check out this machine. This is an actually orange juice machine, and you get freshly squeezed orange juice. So after a while, I found that there's a deli over here. Check out this deli place. So we started having breakfast there all the time. They also sold codfish, salted codfish. Look at that stack of codfish there. There's got a lot of fresh fish there. So this market had everything, and it's in the heart of the town. And there's multiple of these shops around there. After doing our shopping at the supermarket, we decided to walk around town, and we went to the Alfama district. Of course, you always see the trolley rides going along there. So later on, we do an episode on the trolley ride, the famous tram we get on, which is tram 28, and we take it all the way to the end. That's going to be a separate video. But check out the town area. Look how old-fashioned, and look at how those tracks they have there on the middle of the road. Now, one of the things we did was we walked over to this church. You see it there at the end? We're going to walk there and check out that first church for the day. This is the Church of St. Anthony. They say that they built the church on where he was born. Now look at the statue. People were throwing coins at it. And they try to get it into like where the hand ports. If he has like a booklet there on his hand, he tried to throw it in there. And of course, I'm going to try my 2 cents and throw it in there and see if I'm able to do it. I was looking at everybody's technique, trying to figure out how to do it. So after watching for a while, I said, well, let me try it. Look at these guys, they tried the underhand. I think I tried the underhand. Of course it didn't work, but you see that guy missed. And the next person came over and they missed. And then I said, well, actually that was me. I tried it and I missed. I don't think anyone made it. They tried and they tried. I think I tried my second, third time. Here I go again. And of course I missed again. And I said, I quit. Then after that I said, well, let me go into the church and listen to Mass. Because they had Mass going on that day. It's a beautiful church. Look at the inside. All the churches in Portugal were beautiful. This was actually our first one we attended. We went and took some pictures, looked at how beautiful it looked at the beautiful architecture. And there were people out there, and again, Mass was going on, so we couldn't really walk around. But I did do a quick video of the Mass that was taking place. Check it out. After that, we walked down the street and we went to the Lisbon Cathedral. And this was a beautiful cathedral. It's so huge. It was a huge facility. And we just walked in there. Look at that. When you're walking up to it, you can see the stained glass windows. Look how beautiful that looks. And like I like to say is everything is close by. You don't even have to drive around. You just walk there. It was less than half a block from the other church we just left. And these are old European blocks, so they're teeny weeny. They're not large at all. Again, everything is close by. You can walk to it. Now when you see it from the outside the front, you don't think it's that big. But this thing goes on and on and on. Inside is huge. And of course, as you walk in, they turn around and you have to pay to go into this cathedral. And they kind of make you walk through a certain route. So the first thing is you have to go up these stairs and start going up to the second level. And then the second level will give you an appreciation of how big it is. Look at the inside of this church from the second level. It's gorgeous. Look at that. And it goes on beyond that. So we were taking pictures of the second level, and they have a museum up there, which I couldn't take pictures of it. They have that one closed off. You can go in there, that's part of the fee, you go in there and watch, but they have a sign that says you cannot take pictures. But look at this stained glass, isn't that gorgeous? And this is a portion of the outside. The second level, you go up outside to a little balcony there, you gotta kind of squeeze in there with a bunch of people, and then look at the view of the town. Imagine 100 years ago when this was built, or 200 years ago when this was built, this was the view that you got. You got to see everybody coming into town from the church. spent a lot of time in this church. Just basically walking around and enjoying the architecture. And look at these statues. Wow, this is beautiful. And look at how nice they have that. Look at all this artwork. Basically, this is what you see out here. It's just artwork all over the place. If you enjoy old architecture, I recommend you come out here and check this place out. And again, it's worth it. I think we paid 10 euros to get in. They give you a little brochure that kind of explains everything. But they didn't have the brochure for English, so we were kind of a little bit out of luck. We grabbed the Spanish one, and my wife was looking over it and reading it and kind of telling me what's going on. Inside they had historical information about the ruins of the Lisbon Cathedral, how they turned around and been fixing it up, and they're still working on it and fixing it up. But to me it looked great. Check out all these little areas. That's the stained glass from down at the bottom. There goes the organ. And again, beautiful, beautiful stuff to look at. And we spent a long time. However, we still had a lot more stuff to see in Lisbon. And again, this was really day 2. Day 1 we arrived and we did a quick walkthrough, but day 2 we were busy that day. We did a lot of things. Again, this was our second church, but we were going to go and see some more stuff. And while we were walking around, of course, like any of these churches, there are people buried out there. Look at this statue of a dog right there next to their owner, I guess. But very interesting. And then, of course, look at, here goes the nativity scene. And they have like the whole town. I love the European nativity scenes. Look at this. It was behind the glass. It was hard to get a picture of it, but this is the whole town of Bethlehem. And I wish I would have taken better pictures of this stuff. But again, it gives you an idea of what to expect at the Cathedral of Lisbon. As well as they have little areas that were also closed off. But again, look how gorgeous it is. Now look at this one here. Someone is buried here and they're reading a book. Wow. It's interesting. And maybe next time I show up, I'll check out why, what's the whole story behind that. The cathedral is so large that they have multiple areas where you can have mass or service, some type of service. So here goes another one with inside the cathedral. And then there's an area where you could turn around and light some candles. But again, the place is so huge that it has multiple places for services. Another place to provide service. Wow, look at that. Again, it's beautiful. And the place was not too crowded. When we first came in and they're turning us and telling us which direction to go, it was kind of busy. There was a lot of people. When we went up to that area where it was the second floor, actually, here goes the outside picture of it, that balcony area there. It was pretty crowded and you had to kind of squeeze in there. But overall, it was not that bad. It was a good day to go out there and visit the cathedral. After that visit, we went to another place. However, this video is getting pretty long, and look at this place here. It's going to be in our next video. And we're still in the Alfama area. And of course, when you're in the Alfama area, you have a lot of steps. You got the Fado Museum out there. You got a lot of Fado stuff, music, and places to go visit. So don't forget to stay tuned for our next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you appreciate and like this video. Please provide comments and let me know how I can make it better. Be safe, take care of each other, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye.